Okay. I think I finally got it to work. Technology is hard. The older we get, the more aware we are of how much older we are. So I've been riding now for 20 minutes. 35 including the warm-up. And this is my first group ride on ROUVY. Normally I ride by myself, but I thought it would be cool to ride along with a bunch of other people that are stuck inside for whatever reason. A little bit of extra motivation, kind of like accountability partners at the gym. So this is my second live stream. I'm going to try to do it consistently. Every time I'm training inside on my bike, you'll see a live stream. And as the weather gets better, I'll be recording my outdoor rides and posting the routes in ROUVY so you can ride them. But I'll also be making YouTube videos as I prepare for the Tuscany Trail. If you don't know what that is, it's a 430-kilometer event. It's not a race in Tuscany, and it's in May. So I'm going out there with a buddy of mine, and the goal is just to finish. It's bikepacking style, but I'm gonna stay in a hotel because it's my first one. I need to sleep, I need a bed, I need a shower. But as I try more bikepacking, sleeping in tents and things like that, I'll try the more intense stuff. But for now, I think it'll motivate me at the end of the day to know that I have a bed and a shower waiting for me. But I will eventually get into bikepacking, so if you guys have any recommendations for equipment, I don't mind spending a bit more money if I can get good quality. I live in Germany, so I don't really have access to US stuff, but I can try to find it here. I got my gravel bike about 2.5, 3 years ago, and I've been obsessed with cycling for the past 2.5, 3 years. I watched the Netflix documentary with Tour de France, Tadej Pogačar and Jonas, and yeah, just watching Jonas come through as the underdog was really inspiring. And just the amount of work these guys put in, the women as well, and just seeing what the body is capable of if you push it. So I guess cycling is my midlife crisis. I'll be 45 this year. But I see it as good, because if I'd have gotten into this hobby in my 20s and 30s, I'd be poor, and I'd probably have like 6 or 7 bikes. So for now, I have one gravel bike, and I'm riding indoors on the Swift Ride that I got at the end of last year. I like the ride because I don't have to set it up. It's always here when I need it. And it works with ROUVY, which is cool. The virtual shifting works with this program as well. So you can use it on a lot of other platforms too, I think. But it costs less than getting a second bike, and that way I don't have to take my bike up and down the stairs, on and off the trainer. Just one less hurdle to riding. So, yeah. If you guys are watching, feel free to jump in the chat. Let me know if you have any questions, or just say hi. I'll have to see what I can do to let you see more of the screen, but I'm not going to mess with it now because it took me so long to get it to work. Every subsequent edition will be better. I know my mom is watching, so hey Mom, thanks for your support. And I know you're also exercising right now. I'm proud of you. That's cool. I love the scenery also. This program, or this cycling app, it's called ROUVY, and it lets you ride anywhere in the world. As I mentioned before, you can see routes people have ridden, record them on your GoPro or your Insta, and upload them so other people can ride them. So I'm going to do that when the weather is better and I get back outside. Okay, so if you can see the whole screen when you turn it sideways, I need to change the orientation. I guess I have it set up for vertical, which makes it easier to cut from it and post it in other places. But when I'm streaming on YouTube, it should be full screen. So I'll fix that. Thank you. Whew. If you watch this video later, then comment and let me know, based on everything I've talked about, if you guys have recommendations for different routes here to try. If you're a gravel cyclist and you've ridden the Tuscany Trail, you can let me know what gearing you had, what stuff you brought with you, whether or not you're able to find places to camp easily. And I'm excited. Can't wait to share the scenery with you guys, the food, and just the adventure. Thanks, Mom, for letting me know in the chat. Something I struggle with when I ride is finding things to eat that are easily digestible. I've tried a bunch of gels and carb drinks. I like Striker. I also have Precision Fuel and Hydration. I ordered their test pack. It's not bad. It's not super sugary, so that's good. But the orange flavor has a bit of an aftertaste, so I'm going to try a couple of other flavors. But I have a hard time eating real food, so I'm going to work on that to ensure that I have enough energy to get me through the 80-90 kilometer days that the trail will require. So far, the longest I've ridden is 60 kilometers, so yeah, I got a ways to go, but I'm training now and I got time. I'm retired. It's just space and opportunity. So I just have to take advantage of the space and opportunity that I have. When I ride my bike, even indoors, I still get this feeling like I had when I was a kid, where nothing else mattered. You just got on your bike, no real destination in mind, and you just rode, you had fun. You didn't have anything else to think about. When I'm on my bike, I don't think about anything else except for pedaling, drinking, and the closest ice cream or cake that I can find. That's definitely my motivation. I love sweets. So I ride my bike, so when I do make those stops and get something to eat, I don't feel bad. Because as we get older, our metabolism has different plans, and we have to be a little bit more careful with our decision making. Let me try to catch back up. I don't want to be in the back. I'm a bit competitive, but humbly so, because I haven't been cycling forever. I need to learn to pace myself, because in the military, I would always run the mile, which is the Air Force test. And I would always have the ability to sprint on the last lap, which means I wasn't distributing my energy like I needed to. So now I try to push myself, not to a point of discomfort completely, but a little bit past comfort, to see what I'm actually capable of. And I get this sweet tooth because I grew up in the States and we have the sweetest sweets there are. I've lived in Germany now for 12, almost 13 years. And the bakeries have delicious pastries, but it's like a third of the sweetness from the States. I think if I had a Krispy Kreme donut, I'd have a heart attack. But we make do. There's some really cool events in the States that I would also like to do eventually. And I'll definitely take advantage and have some Krispy Kreme, Dunkin' Donuts, Wawa coffee, all the things that I haven't had. If there was a way for somebody to send me like a pristine Krispy Kreme donut, I'd definitely make an ASMR video and show you guys how much I've missed it. Thank you for calling me an inspiration. That's really cool. That's my goal overall, is to inspire others. It's never too late. You have to start somewhere, and you'll never be as young as you are today. So take advantage of it. Whether it's walking to your mailbox, walking around the block, get out, be active. You only get one body. So if you want it to work for you, you gotta help it out a bit. We all have different circumstances and different situations. And I think the more we do for ourselves, the more space and energy we have for others. So I hope to inspire others as I inspired myself. I started YouTube maybe 5 years ago, and I was planning on doing like tech content where I review gear and things like that, but I enjoyed it, but it wasn't really my passion, so it became stressful. And I was like, all right, I'll get back into it, but it never pulled me. I've been obsessed with cycling since Netflix documentary. It's all I think about, it's all I talk about. It's effortless. Okay, yeah, I have to ride my bike, but I mean, when I wake up in the morning, that's what I want to do. So I figured to inspire others, I would try it out again. And regardless of how it goes, I have reasonable expectations. And I'm just doing this because I love it and I want to share it with you guys. You all have to start somewhere. Where is everybody? Oh, okay. Let me give it a little bit more juice. Oh yeah, I'm slacking. My heart rate's at 120. Just chilling, having a conversation. Oh wait, I'm working out. Which is also another cool thing about training indoors. If you guys find this interesting, then subscribe and hit the notification bell so every time I post something you'll see it. Looks like we're more than halfway through this ride. Got about 12 kilometers left. And then I get to go downstairs and make myself a pizza. I'm gonna stand up for a bit. That's the difference between outdoors and indoors. My butt feels it a lot faster indoors. It is buffering quite a lot. I gotta get that figured out. But this is fun. In group rides, you get to see other people suffer with you, so it's motivating. Leslie's sandstone. Nice. That's awesome. Is that a charity event or just a what is that? And who is Leslie Sandstone? Let's see. Ah, personal trainer. Okay. Leslie Sandstone. Wow. Fitness instructor. Awesome. My mom's telling me that she's doing a 3-mile walk training. I'm 45. I'm not going to tell you how old my mom is, but I'm really proud of her for staying fit her entire life and inspiring me to stay fit. Her and my dad always had us either in the gym or eating healthily when they were looking. I used to sneak a lot of ice cream. Healthy Choice was really good. But I played basketball growing up, so I was always active. And I was a tomboy, so I spent the entire day outside. I'm from the drinking from the hose generation. You only came in the house when the street lights came on. Otherwise, you were outside. It shifted a little bit when Nintendo came out, but you still prefer to be outside. I played football, basketball. My dad ran track. I never really got into track because as fast as I was, track athletes were ridiculously faster. I raced in one race when I was a kid, and the minute the person passed me for first place, I pulled up and stopped running, which is like the ultimate fail, but running wasn't my thing, so I was the fastest one on the basketball court. Always been really competitive, athletically. Yeah. Both my parents and my stepdad still have exercise routines, and they're in their 60s and 70s, so it gives me hope, even though I got into cycling late, that I still got a good road ahead of me if I stay healthy, and I can ride my bike until, I don't know, yeah, there's no limit because they have e-bikes now. But as long as I have the ability to ride without the E, I will. I like the challenge. And the course is changing to downhill, so I'm likely to lose everyone else or get dropped because heavier riders have an advantage going downhill because gravity is a thing. So I have to push myself that much harder, and usually I can't pedal fast enough to keep up with them. Okay, I can. I won't. I'm all alone. See if I can catch up. Just doing this for you guys. If it was me, I'd be coasting. But let's see. Yep. You can see my cadence down at the bottom. But we still have 7 kilometers to go, so I'm not gonna burn my candle out completely. I just want to see how far behind I was. I feel better now. Oh, we went too fast. So we get to the hill, then I can relax a bit. Eight minutes and 35 seconds. Let's see. I got about 9 minutes left. So we'll finish close to the same time. This is awesome. My mom's commenting that even though she's in Georgia and I'm here, that we can still work out together. That's really cool. 20 years ago, this would have been impossible, so I'm grateful. Technology is our friend. All right, I'm getting left. Let's try again. Any of you guys that are riding with me ever watch this? Then friend me on ROUVY. I'd love to ride together. I love this game. I also use Swift, but I find this to be more immersive. And it's easier to lose yourself in the scenery. And for me, when you've been on the indoor trainer for an hour, you need something to pull you away. I haven't raced on ROUVY yet. I'm curious to see if it's as exciting as the Zwift race I did. But yeah, I got plenty of time to try everything that's available. I have a fan, and normally it's higher, but I don't know if it'll drown out me talking. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Oh, that's better. Question for you guys that watch this later. Chamois cream. I'm currently using, I think, Muck Off. And I've used, what's it called? It's in the purple and yellow chamois butter. Yeah. But I think I'm gonna order ASOS luxury cream to see if that makes a difference. But I also bought my shorts before I knew how cycling shorts should fit. So I do have more movement than you're supposed to in my shorts. And I also lost weight since cycling last year. So if you guys have recommendations for good chamois cream, let me know. Even though this route is called saddle sores, I don't want them. So any help you guys can provide, I would be greatly appreciative. And if anybody that makes chamois cream is watching this video and you want to send me some to test, I'm open to it. I'm a clean slate, so free is awesome. We're on a downhill again. I will say one thing, this group ride is definitely pushing me harder than I normally go, so that's a good sign. Almost there. Dunsies. Thanks, Mom, for joining me. I'm wiped. All right, guys. I'm gonna cool down, stretch, and get something to eat. Catch my breath. But keep trying new things. Stay healthy. And I'll talk to you all soon. Love you. Bye.